Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm going to be offering my brief commentary right after this quick clip. Peace.
In one of his last acts as governor of Tennessee, Bill Haslam today granted clemency to Cyntoia Brown and commuted her life sentence for murdering a man when she was 16. Mark Strassman reports her case sparked intense debate over harsh sentences for minors.
Cyntoia Brown killed Johnny Allen inside his house in 2004, hours after the 43-year-old real estate agent bought her off the street for $150. Brown was 16, a victim of human trafficking by a pimp named Cutthroat. She claimed self-defense, that Allen was reaching for his gun.
I just grabbed the gun and I shot him.
But prosecutors convinced a jury her real motive was robbery. Brown got life behind bars and eventually support from celebrities like Rihanna, Snoop Dogg, and Kim Kardashian West, demanding her release. Last May, Brown pleaded before the state's parole board.
And I know it's purely an act of mercy that you even give me a hearing.
That board divided over her case. But last month, Tennessee's Supreme Court ruled Brown should serve 51 years before becoming eligible for parole at age 67. Today, Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam commuted Brown's sentence. He said to serve at least 51 years before even being eligible for parole consideration is too harsh. Transformation should be accompanied by hope. Brown's now 30 and will go free August 7th. Gratitude echoed by Brown's lawyers, including Houston Gordon.
We need to see this as a national awakening to change the draconian laws that allow juveniles, children, to be placed in adult prisons when they're just children.
Brown also thanked the governor and promised to do everything she could to justify his faith in her. While behind bars, she has earned her GED and her associate's degree. And Jeff, she's expecting to receive her bachelor's degree in May, 3 months before she's to walk free.
Interesting debate. Mark Strassman.
Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. So, our young sister, Miss Brown, who was an alleged sex trafficking victim that got issued a life sentence for killing a man when she was 16. And my thoughts about this, I'm glad that she was granted the clemency. I'm glad that she's able to go out and do what her heart desires, and that's to serve the community and help and inform and educate and enlighten women so that they don't hopefully trod down the same path that, per the reports I have read, have said that the young sister was forced into prostitution, right? So as a result of her being forced into prostitution, one of the men that she was about or maybe had relations with or whatever transpired, she ended up killing him. Some say, per the reports, killing him to rob him. Some say as a means of self-defense. Well, hell, at the root of it, she shouldn't have been in prostitution in the first place, right? Our little girls don't deserve that. She was forced into prostitution, per the reports, per her testimonies, right? So really the pimp or whoever put her in that circumstance should be the one who gets life in prison, right? Because they're the source, they're the root, they're the problem, right? You see someone in suffering, in need, in like predators, we seek them as prey. We see our little girls in this condition where they might not have men in their life, right? They might not have guidance or mothers in their life or whatever, and we seek them. And we offer them materialistic things, right? Because we are empty inside ourselves, a lot of us. This is a sick, sick world, man. And us as men, we have to get busy in our communities. We have so much work to do on so many cylinders, on so many different subjects and topics that, I think it was Brother Derek that said nobody can help everybody, but everybody can help somebody. And if we all get busy just helping somebody, if we all just carry a little weight, then nobody has to carry a load. Meaning that we should all be doing something for our community. We should all be, at the very minimum, educating our young brothers, giving them knowledge, right? We should be trying to mentor our brothers, spend time with them, right? A lot of them don't have father figures in their household, so they don't know what it is to be a man. They never seen one. We have to be trained and retaught. So, once again, I'm glad that Ms. Brown is granted this clemency. And we need to deal with the source. What's the source? The source is the person that's creating the opportunity for our women to be prostitutes. The pimps. The traffickers. Right? We got to cut off the snake's head. And the body is irrelevant because from the head is the brain, right? That gives life to the body. So, may our Creator, may the God be with Ms. Brown and strengthen her, for no woman should ever have to go through what our sister went through. And yeah, and you know what, brothers? See, when we commit fornication, when we don't want to marry a woman, when we want to go out here and have sex all willy-nilly with our women and our girls, see, he deserved to get killed, right? Because he sought out pleasure from a woman who is just trying to live, right? That's the lowest degrading type of activity that you could seek from a woman when she's at her lowest self. And obviously you're at your lowest self. So you offer her money or materialism in exchange for pleasure. But it's not really pleasure. It's a very temporary pleasure, but then you got to come back to reality. Right? So let us strive to be moral men, righteous men, man of character, man of dignity and honor, men of class. And when we see our women, we don't seek to sleep with them. That's the Lord's desire that we should have. That comes after we are willing to commit ourselves to them, commit our lives to them, and be honorable and dutiful by them. Then naturally a woman will want to give herself to you. Because it's in her nature to console a man that works for her, that produces for her, that labors, that toils for her, that's righteous by her, spiritually, mentally, morally, economically. It's in her nature. So we just have to do right by our women, and we don't have to be tricks and whores and, offer them money because they're at some of the toughest moments in their lives and we seek to take advantage of them. That's not Well, what if a man did your mother like that? You see, if we go off the principle of, I want for my brother what I want for myself, and you know what? I'm going to treat other women like I want men to treat my mother. I'm going to treat your sister like I want you to treat my sister. And if we can develop that golden rule amongst our community, then we'll be okay. So that's just my few thoughts about this. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing off. Peace.